video will address proper placement and setup of an infant on an oscillator. The infant will be positioned with his head at the head of the bed at maximum tilt. This applies to all infants under the IVH bundle and/or VAT bundle. The oscillator tubing will exit the isolette through the side grommet at the head of the bed. This will allow the head to remain midline. If the tube is exiting the top right grommet, it will allow the infant to lay supine or side-lying right. If there's a reason the infant needs to be side-lying left, then the oscillator will need to be moved to the left side of the isolette. Repositioning of oscillator will require at least 3 people. Place the sides of the bed down. Ensure the oscillator tubing remains secured inside the grommet. First person will stand on the side of the oscillator and secure the ET tube by placing a gloved finger inside mouth and holding the tube to the roof of the infant's mouth. With the opposite hand, reach under the oscillator tubing to stabilize head midline. Second person is responsible for holding the oscillator tubing. The third person will remove the rubber grommet from the opposite side where the tubing will be repositioned to, and put the top wall of the isolette down. The third person unlocks and moves the oscillator to the other side of the isolette in unison with the second person who will be moving the oscillator tubing. The second person will direct the third person on how fast or slow to move the oscillator.
You ready? Yep. That's good. A little bit back. There we go. Is the speed okay? Yep.
First person continues to ensure ET tube placement and midline head positioning.
A little bit more. A little bit. Right there.
This is a close-up of what you should be doing at the tubing and oscillator connection during the move. Rotate the Y piece toward the person receiving the oscillator, avoiding a disconnection. Once the oscillator is in the new position, the third person will put the top wall of the isolette back up, and the oscillator tubing will be secured in the top exit port of the isolette with a diaphragm, also known as the oscillator cap, outside the isolette. Infant adjusted to obtain good wiggle while maintaining midline head positioning. Remember to lock the wheels on the oscillator. Please remember routine flipping of the infant on the oscillator is no longer required.